If you're anything like the rest of us, the thought of learning all the intricacies of the cranial nerves makes you want to curl up into a ball and hibernate. Yes, just like this little guy here. There's a lot to be learned, and it's not all easy. Hey, we get it, and we want to help. That is why in this video we're going to be talking you through the glossopharyngeal nerve in just 5 minutes. Yes, really, it's possible, and it's time to start learning quickly and efficiently in a way we like to call the Kenhub style. What we see here is a lateral view of the brain. When we turn it, we can see these yellow structures which are called cranial nerves. The glossopharyngeal nerve belongs to a set of neural structures called then the cranial nerves. Now if we zoom in, we can see the glossopharyngeal nerve, now highlighted in green. It is a bilateral nerve, which means you can find one on each side like we do for the other cranial nerves. The glossopharyngeal nerve is the 9th out of the 12 cranial nerves and is typically abbreviated as CN, Roman numeral for 9. If you're feeling fancy, of course. You now see on the screen an image of the lateral head. I asked this nice lady to use her profile picture. We will be exploring these structures that I am overlapping right now just to give you an idea where they are located in your body. Note that this is a schematic view which shows structures placed slightly different from what they usually are in the body. And we do that so we can show things a bit more clearly for you guys. We're good eggs like that. Highlighted here in green, you can see then the glossopharyngeal nerve in all of its glory. In this video, we'll be doing an overview of the anatomy connected to the different functions of the glossopharyngeal nerve. In the following slides, we'll be showing you each of the branches of the glossopharyngeal nerve one by one. These will always be highlighted in green, so keep your eyes peeled for any changes that might be happening on the screen. And let's start with the branches of the glossopharyngeal nerve that are responsible for general sensation, along with the structures that the sensations are transmitted through. We have the lingual branches of the glossopharyngeal nerve, which are responsible for the sensation of the tongue. Then we have the tonsillar branches of the glossopharyngeal nerve, which are involved in the sensation of your tonsils. Next, we have the pharyngeal branches of the glossopharyngeal nerve. These are responsible for the afferent innervation of the pharynx. The tympanic branch of the glossopharyngeal nerve, seen here where the arrow is involved in the innervation of the middle ear of the pharyngotympanic tube. As part of that, in the middle ear, the tympanic branch ramifies on the tympanic membrane to form the tympanic plexus, which happens to be this structure that you see now highlighted on the screen. Tubal branch also joins the tympanic plexus, bringing with it sensory information from the pharyngotympanic tube, which is the tube that connects the nasopharynx and the middle ear. The final area of general sensation received by the glossopharyngeal nerve arises from the external ear and is known as the communicating branch of the vagus nerve. Now this little guy piggybacks on the auricular branch of the vagus nerve, as you can see in this illustration. Now let's take a look at the structures involved in special sensation. Well, actually you only need to remember one, and that is taste. The glossopharyngeal nerve is involved with the sensation of taste via the lingual branches. These nerve branches eventually synapse in the solitary nucleus. Next up is a visceral sensation. The glossopharyngeal nerve receives input from two structures: the carotid body, which transmits information about blood chemistry, and the carotid sinus, which monitors blood pressure. Next up are the parasympathetic functions. The parasympathetic function of the glossopharyngeal nerve supplies secretomotor fibers to the parotid gland, and going from the inferior salivatory nucleus to the tympanic plexus, to then the lesser petrosal nerve, then the foramen ovale, the otic ganglion, as you can see here, and to the auriculotemporal nerve. Last but not least, we will look at the somatic motor function quickly. The glossopharyngeal nerve innervates the stylopharyngeus muscle, with nerves originating from the nucleus ambiguus in the medulla oblongata. And we are done, folks. We just covered the glossopharyngeal nerve in just 5 minutes. You can pat yourself on the back, you made it, but there is a lot more information to learn about the glossopharyngeal nerve. On this video, we just went through some of the most relevant points connected to this cranial nerve. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you're looking for more in-depth videos or articles or even atlas sections or quizzes to test your knowledge on the glossopharyngeal nerve, then be sure to check out our main website at kenhub.com. And I hope to see you there.